Hey guys, it's Naruto back here for another What If video, and today we're doing part 3 of What If Naruto Didn't Care. Anyways, yeah, like I said in What If Naruto Had All Three Hockey part 1, this video will have another timestamp which will be basically where I'll begin to explain why certain things is going on or are going on. Unless it's just far too confusing and it just needs to be said at that certain moment. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that the different parts thing won't even be needed. Since, come on, the different parts thing for this one, I'm pretty sure there doesn't need much context. Anyways, yeah, let's get on with this video. Naruto would be at the tuning exams as the first match would begin. Naruto would decide since he's leaving the village today, the village won't be able to do anything to harm him. Since the invasion's gonna happen, he's gonna leave, yada yada yada. Well, whatever, blah blah blah. So yeah, Naruto decides that he'll just kill Neji now, as Naruto would activate his Tier 3 chakra armor, as Naruto would then body flicker, appearing behind Neji, as Neji's Byakugan would be blinded by the light emitting from Naruto, as the chakra armor took a large amount of chakra, as Neji was forced to turn off his Byakugan. Meanwhile, Naruto would easily use a powerful punch enhanced with chakra. This punch rivaled Tsunade in pure power, as Naruto would then use a wormhole going underground and appearing beside Neji, as Naruto would then deliver a few more attacks, as Neji would decide that he has to use his Byakugan. As Neji would then use his Byakugan, Neji's eyes would hurt like water was being poured on top of them. As Naruto would then use or summon 20 wormholes around him, along with 20 Naruto shadow clones. Each of them used the Shadow Shuriken Jutsu, multiplying one shuriken to 10, as in total there was now 200 shuriken, moving at extremely fast speeds, and along with Naruto enhancing his attacks with wind, all of those kunai had the destructive power to make a dent in the rotation. As Neji still used the rotation, though Neji's hand after the rotation would then be all bloodied and unused, or impossible to use, as Neji had one of his arms be completely broken and bloodied, while the other one was completely bloodied. As Naruto would then say, "I'll end you now, Neji." As Naruto would then make a wormhole with 5 wormholes in it, allowing a straight wormhole towards Neji. As Naruto moved at speeds that rivaled the flying Raijin, as before Neji could react, Naruto would summon a chakra blade, using his own chakra like a chakra scalpel, creating a blade of chakra. With the blade of chakra, which was enhanced by mainly wind chakra, Naruto would then easily cut through Neji, cutting him in half, as all of those in the audience would gasp, seeing the horrors of the death of Neji. Neji didn't even have the time to die to the 10 tails this time. Neji had to die to Naruto. Neji died to Naruto, and not the 10 tails. Hooray! At least Neji doesn't have to just be punished by the main house or something. Anyways, yeah, let's get on with this again. Naruto would be scolded by Kakashi and everyone else, though Naruto would simply make a smart remark towards them and said, Why does it really matter anyway? He was snobby, I killed him. As they were all surprised at Naruto's attitude, especially Kurenai and Asuma, along with Guy, because they have not been on the same team as Naruto this whole time. They've been having their own teams, meanwhile only Kakashi knew that Naruto, or the reports from earlier on or whatever, weren't the exact case, as Naruto wasn't like what the reports stated, and instead Naruto was cruel and dark. So yeah, let's get on with this again. Matches go the same. Anyways, yeah, invasion begins. Of course, Sasuke would continue fighting Gaara first, though. First, I meant Sasuke. Anyway, Sasuke would land multiple punches on Gaara, cracking his sand armor a bit, as Sasuke would use his speed to avoid the sand defense. As Gaara would quickly realize that he had to go Shukaku mode, otherwise he was certain to die to him. As Gaara would then activate his ultimate sand defense, only for Sasuke to shoot a fireball, then quickly using a Chidori stream, weakening the shield heavily, as Sasuke would then use a Raikiri, cutting completely through it in half, as Gaara would see a large amount of blood on his chest, as Gaara would then say, "Darn you!" As Gaara would then use his own demonic transformation, the mini Shukaku form, summoning 9 Gaara clones, as all of them would attack Sasuke, and Sasuke would barely be able to hold them off. Sasuke would use a combination of the Chidori stream and Chidori symbol, using a combination of those two to take out 2 clones. And Sasuke would then shoot another fireball jutsu, then trap them all in wire, using a dragon fire jutsu. Though 3 clones got away, the rest lost to the fire, killing them. As then there were only 3 sand clones remaining, along with a heavily injured Gaara. As then they would continue to battle Sasuke, who decided that he needed to hold them off, only to realize that Gaara was simply regenerating from all his attacks. As Sasuke would then realize that a battle was already going on the outside. Wait, what? Has an invasion begun? Sasuke was too focused on the fight to realize that an invasion had already began. So yeah, invasions begin today. Anyways, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this little video. So far, at least this section of it. Now let's move on to Naruto versus Danzo. Wait, what? But Naruto killed Danzo in the last part. Well, you see, how Naruto killed Danzo was by making 30 wormholes from the other side of the village, then throwing a wind-enhanced giant shuriken, using it and with as much chakra as he can, and with the large amount of wormholes, the shuriken moved at speeds that rivaled the body flicker throughout multiple miles, going underground and reaching Danzo, slicing him in half. Though Danzo, having sensed the shuriken a single nanosecond before it reached him, quickly activated the Izanagi. They waited 30 seconds to see if anything else happened. Naruto thought Danzo was dead, but soon realized the next day that Danzo was alive, and that day was the day of the Chunin exams finals. Naruto would then decide that however Danzo survived, it won't happen again. Meanwhile, Danzo was thinking that it was Orochimaru that tried to assassinate him. Oh, Danzo, it was actually the the so-called weapon of the Hidden Leaf. Well, the so-called weapon is now getting its righteous revenge. Anyways, yeah. Naruto would then go and reach Danzo using a wormhole to appear behind Danzo at fast speeds, not unlike the speed of the body flicker. As Naruto would then use a wind-enhanced blade, about to cut Danzo in half, only to see Danzo turn around, seeing Naruto. As Danzo would then fire vacuum bullets, which Naruto would counter by slashing them all away. As Naruto would then use the wind-style Shadow Shuriken Jutsu. All the 100 multiplied Shuriken would have wind chakra enhancing them. As Danzo would then be hit by multiple of them, as one last attack would hit him, and therefore kill him, as Danzo had already activated the Izanami. As Naruto kept on barraging Danzo with attacks continuously, as Danzo was having an extremely difficult time holding Naruto off, as Danzo, after his fourth death, would then say, "Impressive, Uzumaki. Though you are the weapon of the Hidden Leaf, and I'll make sure you'll never betray it again." As Danzo would then take out Shisui's eye, opening it, and Danzo would then say, "Koto Matsukami." As Danzo would then try to control Naruto, only to have Naruto with the Nine Tails chakra or Kurama, sensing that a genjutsu was about to be casted, worked with Naruto and quickly finished the counter for the Koto Matsukami, creating a chakra barrier around it or something, along with releasing it. That probably wouldn't be possible, but hey, this is a what if. What I say go. So yeah, Naruto would lose his, or Danzo wouldn't be able to use Koto Matsukami again, as Naruto would then power up using the Nine Tails chakra, as Naruto would then easily take down Danzo in taijutsu, and when Danzo tried to shoot a vacuum dragon, Naruto simply used a water-style water dragon. As the water dragon vacuum dragon would clash, a powerful shockwave would appear as Naruto would then use the earthquake jutsu, causing earthquakes to happen and multiple gigantic rocks to crash upon Danzo, ripping off the bandages and destroying 4 of the Sharingan eyes, along with killing Danzo once more, as now Danzo had no lives left. As Danzo would then say, "Darn you, Uzumaki, I'll end you now, Izanami." As Naruto would then feel the Nine Tails chakra with him fall, disappear, as Danzo would say, "I took away your ability to use the Nine Tails chakra with the Izanami. No demonic chakra would be available to use in this village." As Naruto would say, "Darn you, Danzo, but you should already know that nothing will be able to surpass that. I don't rely on demonic chakra. Just because you took away my ability to use demonic chakra doesn't mean I've lost. I'll just kill you now." But Danzo smiled. "I didn't exactly do that to take you down. Shukaku would have destroyed the village, but now Shukaku's no longer alive. The Hidden Leaf will always stand. Q9-tailed brat." As Naruto would then say, well, I'll just kill you now then. But Naruto quickly said, but Danzo quickly said, no, I will kill you with me. As Danzo would then begin to self-destruct, using the Pokemon move self-destruct. The move Chaozu used to deal no damage to Nappa in Dragon Ball Z. As Naruto would then say, shit. As the explosion would happen, Naruto would power up as much chakra he could, using the remaining of his chakra. Though he was injured and had used a lot of chakra from before, Naruto had covered himself in a tier 4 chakra armor, along with making a powerful amount of ki around it, making it so nothing could get past. Though the self-destruct was powerful, it was strong enough to the point where Naruto's tier 4 armor was destroyed, along with Naruto on the ground, bloodied. Though luckily for Naruto, he survived and Danzo was dead. As Naruto would quickly walk away, going into the rubble and would quickly rest there, bandaging himself up, then falling unconscious from the fight. Meanwhile, up at the battlefield, Sasuke had been fighting Gaara when they moved around. As when Gaara finally won and used the full Shukaku form, Sasuke was on the ground, unconscious, and was about to be crushed. Until then, Kakashi, in a haste of worry, not wanting Sasuke to die, would then get flashbacks to when Ren died and would say, no, I won't let another one die again. As Kakashi would then reawaken the Monchakao Sharingan, using a Kamui the sand that was about to crush Sasuke away. As Kakashi was on the ground, heavily exhausted, as from the previous fights with taking out 30 sand and sound Jonin. Kakashi had already been tired, but with the Kamui, he was barely able to keep his Sharingan back on. As then Guy would appear and would say, Kakashi, my eternal rival, I will take care of Shukaku, even if it takes my life. As Guy would then power up to the 7th gate, though Kakashi would say, no, Guy, you have to run, don't use it. As Guy would say, I lived a good life, my eternal rival, but it's time for the green beast of Konoha to go into the fall and leave the springtime of youth and enter the later fall. As Guy would then activate the 8th gate. Reminder, this guy is much weaker than the one that fought Madara. This guy probably couldn't even keep the 7th gate up for more than a minute. So yeah, he's nowhere near as strong as the guy that fought Madara. So yeah, Guy would then fight Shukaku, knocking away the tailed beast bomb and destroying multiple pieces of sand. As Gaara would then be knocked down, kicked around like a rag doll. As the gigantic Shukaku would then finally face the Midnight Dragon or whatever dragon. Sorry, I don't remember what it's called. As then Guy would use it, as it would completely destroy the Shukaku and destroy Gaara's left arm. As then Gaara would be on the ground, unconscious. Until then, Gaara reappeared, covered by sand, as Shukaku would still live, though only able to enter a weaker mini Shukaku form. As the mini Shukaku would prepare to kill Gaara, or would prepare to kill Kakashi and the others, who were too tired to fight the mini Shukaku off. Until then, all the demonic chakra just faded away, as Gaara would then return back to normal, missing an arm and was bleeding out, as Gaara would then die. This was what saved the village, basically. Gaara died as Danzo prevented Gaara from using demonic chakra just in time. It wasn't just affecting Naruto, it was also affecting Gaara and any other demonic chakra users in the village. So yeah, Danzo, hey, he may be a bad guy all things considered, but at least in this one, if he killed Gaara and saved Kakashi and Sasuke, along with that useless person, what was her name again? Yeah, useless Haruna. Anyways, yeah, useless Haruna would also be saved for some reason. But then, Temari and Kankuro would arrive, and then Kakashi would say, Sakura, you have to go take Sasuke away. Guy is dead. I'll hold him off. I've regained some chakra, and I should be able to fight them off. Sakura, run. Take Sasuke and run. We will win this. As Kakashi would then reactivate his Sharingan and charge up a Chidori, no longer able to use the Raikiri. As Kakashi would charge forward using a body flicker and quickly appearing behind Temari and stabbing her in the back, then destroying the fan with a few kicks. As Kankuro would have his puppet shoot hundreds of poisonous Senbon, which Kakashi with the white fang or the white chakra saber would deflect them, though would be hit by many of the Senbon. As Kakashi would say, I'll die no matter what after this, though Sasuke and Sakura will escape. Naruto, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but hey, I hope you survive. As Kakashi would then charge up his chakra one last time and would say, I already killed Temari, and I'll end you to make sure that they escape. As Kakashi would use the remaining of his life force and would then activate the Mangekyou Sharingan's ability once more, and this would be for the last time, as Kakashi would then use Kamui Kankuro fully away. I said fully away, and I'm sure you know what I mean by that. Kankuro will be back eventually, and who knows, Sasori might have a new apprentice thanks to Kakashi and Obito. You all probably know what I'm saying. I'll just explain right now. I'm deciding that Kankuro would live. Kakashi would think that Kankuro is dead, but who knows? A few days later, Obito would check the Kamui dimension and he sees a sand ninja in it, as Obito would probably know about Kakashi having died and would realize that Kankuro was the cause of Kakashi's death, and would probably think Sasori needed an apprentice and doesn't want Sasori to deal with the torture that was Deidara. So would have Sasori take on an apprentice, which was Kankuro, and Kankuro would have his aim to kill Sasuke. I'd say this is a pretty good plot convenience. Sasuke would have to first fight Kankuro before fighting Itachi instead of having to fight Deidara before fighting Itachi. I think that's a pretty good plot development. Anyways, after Sasuke woke up, Sasuke would be shocked at the news. Kakashi was dead, and Naruto was nowhere to be found. As Sasuke, as much as he hated Naruto, he respected Naruto. Naruto was likely dead, and along with his sensei, Kakashi, the one that had been training him, bonding with him for the past month. Kakashi, the one who had given him mastery over the Mangekyou Sharingan. Kakashi, the only non-Uchiha Sharingan wielder that he respected. As Sasuke would then awaken the Mangekyou Sharingan, as around Sasuke, a powerful amount of chakra would explode, scaring multiple of the sensors of the village, as the chakra would quickly calm down, and so would the Mangekyou Sharingan, though the Mangekyou Sharingan would stay. As the aura around Sasuke was purple, along with a ribcage forming. As Sakura would then be scared of what was going on until Sasuke realized what was happening. As Sasuke would quickly calm his chakra down, reverting his eyes back to normal. So yeah, Sasuke's Sharingan are now finally back to normal. Anyways, what's Naruto been up to recently? Who knows what Naruto could have been up to? What could it have been? Oh yeah, Naruto was just unconscious for like the next week. Well, for the next day, as Naruto would then rest in the rubble for around another 2 days until Naruto sensed that people were coming to check. As Naruto deciding that as he could feel the enemies, he could feel Itachi and Kisame coming, and they, according to his knowledge, they were members of the Akatsuki. Naruto had to escape right the hell now. As Naruto would then create 20 wormholes. Well, 50 wormholes using around nearly 30% of his total chakra, though he only had 50% of his chakra at the moment. As within 1 minute, Naruto had already arrived around a few miles away from the village of Wave. As the speed was extremely fast, though since they were spread out so much, it took a few minutes for Naruto to arrive. Anyways, yeah, let's continue on with this what if video. Wait, no, this should be the end, right? Yeah, sure. This is the end of this what if video. So far at least, basically a short recap is Naruto killed Neji, Sasuke and Gaara fought, Naruto killed Danzo, Danzo saved Kakashi, Sasuke and Sakura. Kakashi died in order to save Sasuke and Sakura. Naruto leaves the village finally in order as Itachi and Kisame were coming, and though he would like to heal up for a bit, he knew he had to go now. So yeah, basically that's all that happened. Oh yeah, Kankuro is now not a side character. He's one of the villains now, an important villain that'll increase Sasuke's plot development. Seriously, plot development for Sasuke is very short. All Sasuke goes on about is, I will kill Itachi, I will kill Itachi. having Sasuke want to kill Kankuro after seeing he's alive, since Kankuro, according to Sakura, was the one that killed Kakashi, and Sasuke would likely want to finish what Kakashi started. Naruto would probably meet Sasuke after a while, and how will Sasuke react to seeing Naruto again after thinking he and Sakura were the only members of Team 7 left? How would Sasuke feel if Kakashi was somehow alive? Okay, fine, that's a joke. I may just pull some plot convenience and just say Kakashi had learned Izanagi from Danzo, though probably not, but hey, who says I won't do that, huh? I didn't say I won't do that, I just said I probably won't do that. I may make Kakashi alive. So yeah, anyways, prepare for the next part of this what if video. And that'll be around next week. By the way, this video was supposed to come out a week ago. This was supposed to come out like Wednesday or Thursday last week. But there was no audio. Absolutely no audio. WTF. Anyways, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video and peace out.